and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.
So the Lord going to bring all these curses upon them. Right? They will come in. You know? So, Esau, he crying. Right?
Can.
Yeah, these vaccines, them are poison.
Because, to show you something too, we was talking about it. Imagine Esau pollute the air. Knowing people rather breathe the same air. You pollute the food and clone beef and clone all kind of things. Knowing them rather eat the same thing we eating. He poisoning them. Right? He killing out his own people. Just to kill Jakes. You understand? But that is the countenance of the so-called white man. He don't care about his own self. He poisoning the air that he have to breathe, you understand? Just so he could kill Jakes.
When you watch the history of Esau from Cain, and Cain killed Abel, you understand? When Isaac blessed Jacob and Esau, when Isaac died, what Esau said in his heart, he's going to sue his brother. And that continued from generation to generation. Perpetual hatred. And I think Ezekiel 35 said that.
When we come with Egypt, it was Amalek.
Yeah, when Amalek when he wanted to pass through the land, Amalek said, no, we'll rise up against you. Someone saying,
yeah, when you should say he was the first of the nations. The first one to rise up against. When she come out tired out of Egypt from that long war, you want to come to deal with them. Right? I was saying in the back of we were saying there's that you so-called white man equal to the air with chemtrails and all these things, he people self at a breed. That's the way he polluted. There's Sirach 14 verse 5. He said, he that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods.
And you see in Revelation 6, it says it was given them to take peace from the earth and that they should kill one another, that red horse. Because Esau out of order completely. He don't even love his own kind. He don't even love his own self, you understand? So make you think he gonna love Israel. You niggas always saying that bygones be bygones and slavery was in the past and that the so-called white man changed. You understand? And you love him. That was his forefathers, and they knew Edomites, you understand?
Then Jeremiah 13 verse 23.
can a leopard change?
He said, can an Ethiopian change his skin? Or the leopard his spots? Then may you also do good that are accustomed to do evil. If a man accustomed to do evil, then we will not be accustomed to do. The scripture says, he that is filthy, let him be filthy still. He that is righteous, let him be righteous still. He that is evil, let him be evil still. He's so filthy. And then we going to do? He ain't going to come clean. Because the scripture say, if he do it good, he do it unwillingly. And at the end, he will see his wickedness.
But what you're saying too, scriptures also say a wicked tree can't bring forth good fruit. Esau don't have the ability to be righteous.
When he read it earlier, let favor be shown to the wicked. And still, even do it, he can't do it.
He will not learn righteousness.
Because the Most High never created him to be that. He created him to be the devil. Which part of the scripture said the Most High changed Esau? Most High never said that. This is the thing playing out still.
Scripture say, who could bring a clean thing out of an unclean? Not one. Why were they trying to change these?
Yeah. If the Most High not even changing them, you go change them? Do you have power to change them?
You know?
Behind closed doors, you don't know how them Edomites be feeling about all here and talking about all here.
You see, himself, if you watch a Edomite, he might be humble, he's dealing with your good, thinking, whatever. That spirit in them.
Yeah.
The scripture said, never trust thine enemy.
Yeah, rile them up now. Roll them up. You will see the real. Yeah, you will see the real beast come out of them. Rile them up.
So it's a day, the iniquity, the wickedness, a day. It's just going to when you not put the spirit on you, all they're going to see the beast, the true nature. when the devil come down with wrath upon all they're gonna see the beast in his true nature.
Yeah, but look what you're saying too. Because Israel, you know that Israel dormant too.
Right?
Because as I was telling Jake, I say the things I tell you, that you don't know it, and I say you just can't remember. Because God saw the scripture says subject us unto vanity, the same as subject unto hope. Subject we force you, put you in this body and cause you to forget. So I said you might not be able to receive the things that I say because the Lord the way to receive the things that I say. So Israel, the way the state we're in right now, when these Israelites die and they go back up in the spirit realm and in their right mind, they don't be like that.
Ah.
They just be perfect, you understand?
Yeah,
They
them
just be clean.
just be happy and rejoicing.
Can.
Boy, come off out of hell. I said, boy, I was wicked, but now I'm a right mind.
So right now, the Lord has some of these Edomites dormant the same way. Right? You cannot, now the hate is still in them, don't get tired, but they cannot dormant a little bit. You understand? Because as they say, rile them up. And you see, they'll start to call in nigga.
Yeah.
You understand? They'll start to get violent with you.
And they say show you know a man doing his of the Lord. How can a man understand his own way? You don't choose the Lord.
No.
The Lord has choose you. If he decide to wake you up for you to hear this word, he say, my sheep hear my voice.
Can.
So you know, so the Lord he portion, you know, if you say get waking up, you will hear this word and get waking up. If you just stay in the congregation there, they're gonna stay in the congregation there. So as the Osha say, let the dead bury their dead. Right? So let me bring out a quick precept here. There's Ezekiel 36, start at verse 24. He say, Ezekiel 36 verse 24, he said, for I will take you from among the heathen and gather you out of all countries and will bring you into your own land. He said, then will I sprinkle clean water upon you,
Can.
and he shall be clean from all your filthiness, and from all your wickedness will I cleanse you. Yes, so the Lord gonna sprinkle clean water. Right? He said, and a new heart also will I give you, and a new spirit will I put within you, and I will take away the stony heart out of your flesh, and I will give you a heart of flesh. And I will put my spirit within you, and cause you to walk in my statutes and commandments. So the Lord will cause me to walk in. They just show you the Lord control all things.
And Hebrews 8, Hebrews 8 say that he will write it in one part.
Yeah.
But
He
you know, we
will
know.
cause me to keep it.
Yeah.
He will cause me to show I am man ways of the Lord. Yeah.
Look at Romans chapter 8 verse 28. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love Yahweh,
Can.
to them who are called according to his purpose, for whom he did foreknow, he also did predestine to be conformed to the image of his Son, that he might be the firstborn among many brethren. Moreover, whom he did predestinate, them he also called, and whom he called, them he also justified, and whom he justified, them he also glorified.
We really have to, you know, the reason why, you know, the Lord, you know, he say we have to have faith. You know, to be shown worthy.
Can.
You know, if a man know he's part of the elect already, and he is a elect, he know he not gonna do, he gonna lay back. He gonna lay back. He might go back into wickedness, saying, well, you know, I don't go in and get saved already. But the Lord, he gave you that. You have
Blind
to
that
have
part.
faith.
Blind that part.
Blind that part.
Yeah, you know why? Because the scripture say what is seen is hope. Hope is
Yeah.
not really seen now, but that is not hope. If there was don't see it or something like that, then why
you
don't
wanna
hope
open
it?
that because you seen it.
Because you seen it.
I think
Right.
faith is the substance of things hoped for, the things that are unseen.
Yeah, Hebrews 11 verse 1.
Yeah.
So if you ask this, if you know yours, like when we said no, we know he's part of the elect. We going home, you understand? We gonna go home and we not gonna do anything because we don't see it.
Yeah.
And we understand, through the understanding, we know it. They be just they be faith. And wherever it is, that way it is, and we will still be saved.
But you know, you have to go faith and
Yeah.
strive faith because you ain't know if the Lord gonna deliver you. Who knows if the Lord gonna save you? But you have to do the things what was written, what pleasing unto him, and you have faith in your shine. Right? Kiss the sun. You know?
The son will be angry, boy.
Yeah, so you ain't want to lay back, you strive it. Whether you might be apartheid, you know, hey, still a hope in it. Still a hope in it if you're not part of the elect, hey, still a hope in it.
Say for many are called, but few are chosen. And it have men that come in before us and after us, men that, as the brother did say, time real swordsmen, you understand?
Yeah.
Men who know real breakdowns, who know real
Mhm.
precepts, know the whole book, you understand? The whole thing. Real good and, you know, get it through real quick and thing, and they're back in the world today. Saying
Yeah.
that Mary is a virgin, you understand? And going back into the world to live deliciously for a time with this beast. So that just show you it's not of works. For whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his son.
Yeah,
You know,
because
according to the Lord's purpose. So it's the Lord that is choose. You understand? It's the Lord choose we.
and our Paul said that too. Paul said he was there with you even in weakness, meaning that God has some weak brothers in the truth too. Real weak might be able to grasp or bring out precepts that a certain brother, you know. That if that does a lot, that does a lot, but at the end of the day, it all go back into believing. Do you really believe until the end? Believe in your side until the end.
The Lord deliver you goods, right? Everybody had a,
Everybody had a portion.
portion, and you had to use your portion to your best ability.
Yeah.
What you could do, you do. If you want to increase in wisdom, scripture say, ask, and you shall receive.
Yeah.
It's better to be full with fear and a little wisdom than to have real wisdom and no fear. I think that so many are apocryphal because wisdom could puff you up. And I haven't a lot of men when they learn a couple breakdowns and think that they're better than the apostles and elders are great men too. Then come in the truth for about 5-6 months, learn all the breakdowns in Revelation and say, yeah, boy, I better than to hand them my thing. And try to speak against the doctrines, against the ordinances that were set by our through these men. You understand? So again, it's not about how much breakdowns you know. It's not about how much precepts you could bring out. It's not about any other, it's about faith. You'll only be saved through the faith. You understand? Because that men, as I say, that men that God doing the works, you understand, banding and you swear that they're going hard, you understand? And they're back in the world today.
Yeah, but what are them Edomite scholars and them no real scriptures too. If you have no real scriptures, them could be following all scriptures left, right and center too. But will they be saved too? It's not that's not going to justify you.
The back up what you say too, like, it's our jigs that do it poor. It's our jigs that,
Yeah.
understand the laws, but some of them, they may going to be saved because they're missing the key factor, which is Yahweh Shai. You understand? Because some always say, if you're in a dark room and you have candles in every room and the candles on them not lit, the candles on them are serving no purpose. You understand? But you need the light, and with that light they will have a purpose. And that light represents your feet and the candles represent your works. Your works would be nothing if it wasn't for the light. That light them candles into light, not the whole room. So you could do all the works you want. If you are grounded in faith, it means nothing.
It means nothing, boy. It means
Say
nothing.
Romans 11 verse 7. He said, what then? Israel had not obtained that which he seeketh for. But the election had obtained it, and the rest were blinded.
And the rest is blinded. Now why we don't get vexed when people look at it? Because we understand now. When you now come into this truth, they'll be hot and hasty. They'll get vexed with people and things. But when they start to grow, and they start to get grounded, and they start to go through your trials and tribulation, and the most I put you through that kind of cleaning process now. You understand? They start to lose their job, they start to lose things, they start to lose a woman. That kind of cleaning process the most I just put you through. They start to realize of it now. They start to get experience in this truth. So that's why we don't get vexed. We don't get vexed with how people don't know. How people come up and they can't get it. They just say, well, this is not for you. Because they can keep walking. So because we only concerned about the elect. And that do you understand? Is only the elect will get it. Understand?
The second Ezra 8. We'll start at verse 60. Down to 60. Second Ezra 8 verse 60. He said, but they which be created have defiled the name of him that made them, and were unthankful unto him which prepared life for them. And therefore is my judgment now at hand, He said, these things have I not showed unto all men, but unto thee and a few like thee.
A few.
Right? So Israel had not obtained that which is, but the election had obtained it. A few men. So the Lord dealing with a remnant.
The Lord never ever deal with no great multitude. You understand? It always had that chosen lineage, because out of all the people there, he chose Adam, put he was in Adam. And then out of all Adam's children, he chose Seth. And then come down the line to Noah and them. Because the scripture says there was, when they go through the lineage, they were saying they got sons and daughters. So it wasn't just this man make one son and he make one son. They had many children. Because according to that chosen lineage, and they come down to Noah and what happened, it Shem. And then with Terah, it was Abraham, Nahor, and Haran. And Abraham get chosen. And then after Abraham's children, Isaac get chosen. And also after Isaac, 2 sons, Jacob get chosen. So the Lord never ever deal with no large multitude of people. Even when Yahushua come down on the earth, he wasn't dealing with the whole nation. He had 12 and he take them 12 unto himself. You understand? Even in the world today, the scripture say only 1/3 of Israel will be saved. It have billions of people upon the earth. And only one, and it have hundreds and millions, maybe even more Israelites. As the son of the sea, you understand?
Yeah, but 100, this is my, like you say, it's innumerable. You understand? But if you say, let me say you take 100 million, I take, that's a 1/3 of 100 million. That is still plenty Israelites, you know. 1/3 of 100 million alone. You know it are more. But I say 1/3 of 100 million alone. That is plenty people.
Yeah, but compared to the whole
but
thing,
compared to it's little.
So imagine, Jake's in the captivity here. Scripture say no way. The more they oppress them, if the more they multiply.
Yeah.
You see, now that Jake on that pressure and Jake looking to bust or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jake looking to bust or not and easy stress. And boom. Maybe after, that's how Jake gonna reach and end up in more stress. They're gonna end up in more stress. The dogs are fine already, one day that children going to multiply. You know, I know how Jake, he had 12 children. You know? And the mother tell you, hey, take times hard, hey. And Jake he working, you know, Jake frustrated, Jake breathing that woman right through. You know?
You see the poorest how people is always the most children.
Right, let me finish it off. 2 Ezra 8, verse 63. He said, behold, O Lord, now hast thou showed me the multitude of thy wonders, which thou wilt begun to do in the last times. But at what time thou hast showed us? That we precept in 2 Ezra 14. Right? So Israel didn't obtain that. The Lord didn't reveal that to them. Right? As Scripture saying 2 Ezra 14, verse 4. See, and I sent him and led my people out of Egypt and brought him up to the mount of Sinai, where I held him by a long season and told him many wondrous things and showed him the secret of times and the end, and commanded him, saying, these words shall thou declare, and these words shall thou hide. So he declares some and hide. So today, you know, 2/3 of people ain't gonna get it. They'll be reading it to them because the scripture says show someone to the worthy and the unworthy that they will read it. But keep the 7th part unto the elect, those that worthy. Right? So when we might understand, you know, through the Spirit and power of Hashem and try to understand the scripture because it was revealed. It was revealed. But you go into an average man and talking to an average man telling him, hey, this, he gonna be like, what man this you talking about? He's not gonna get it. He ain't gonna pick it up. Right? When you talk about the trees in the garden of God, these people will take it literally trees. They ain't going to say like people because they tell them like people, they're going to say, well, you're that mad man, or you ain't seen TREE. Tree. I sure I seen tree then. Where you come with that kind of stuff? What kind of madness you talking about? Because it wasn't revealed unto them. The Lord speak in parables. So when Peter asked him, You know?
Why he speaks thou in parables?
Yeah.
You see, unto
Yeah.
them it is not given, but
Yeah.
unto you it is no.
But
It is to know.
you're breaking down the scriptures to we, but you're speaking unto them in parables.
Yeah.
And you let them know it was given unto all to know the mysteries of the kingdom, but to them it wasn't given. Now, Jacob has zeal for God, because Yahweh Hashem Rishai is within every man, within the children of Israel. We had a zeal, but they know how to go about it, but it's not according to knowledge. They had a zeal. That's why they see them in Christianity, in Buddhism, in all kind of things. Because they're searching, you know, but not according to knowledge, boy.
Scripture say my people are destroyed for lack
For
of
lack of
knowledge.
knowledge.
Because as they say, they have a zeal.
They had a zeal.
They know some of them there's even when I watch them Rastafarian and them they say, oh yeah, we Israelites and you know the Messiah is a black man and it's not some are correct, but they can't get the whole thing.
No, they can't get the
But
whole
you know they
thing.
want them to get the whole thing, you understand? So you get them all peace. You understand? But I just say because this truth. It is spread through the four corners of the earth.
Yeah,
All Israel here is truth.
You know the Lord send them strong illusions. Because when you can believe that, you know, Selassie, you know, that is God, you know, right? And you know, he's the second coming of the Lord, you know, that is false. Because the scripture say, Isaiah 11 verse 11. Right? Because I asked Rasta about this. And he couldn't answer me. Because they were your how shall I coming to do? The true Lord and Savior.
Isaiah chapter 11 verse 11. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people.
Yeah, to recover the remnant of his people when Selassie came. Why we not in the Holy Land? We still in Babylon. We still in Babylon. So he's not the second coming of the Lord. Right, well?
Which is left from Assyria and from Egypt and from Patros and from Cush and from Elam and from Shinar and from Hamath and from the islands of the sea.
And from the islands of the sea. Where they come?
And he shall set up an ensign for the nations and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the
Yeah,
earth.
hey, when Selassie came, was he doing that? No. He was studying his people. He wasn't studying you Israelites. Because he know you all are not his people. You all are not their people. He's not our people. Right? So all I want to say, all these Ethiopians and this and that and Africans, hey, the Lord coming to kill the Ethiopians. Zephaniah 2:12. Right? The Ethiopians also shall be slain by my sword. I know why they're going to be slain by Yahweh Hashem Yoshai's sword, because they had hands in oppressing the children of Israel.
Man.
When you read the book of Joel, bring it out that book of Joel 3. Right? They had hands in oppressing the children of Israel. Because the Lord put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel. Right? I think it's Exodus 11 verse 7.
Yeah.
Right? The Lord had put a difference between Israel,
I get it.
the Egyptian and Israel. Chapter 1, Joel 3.
Yeah, that's one.
Joel chapter 3 verse 1. For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations, and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat.
Yeah, the Lord going to bring them in the valley of Yehoshaphat, which means the valley of the Lord judgment. Here the Lord going to deal with them. Right, go ahead.
I will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land.
Yeah, they scatter we among the nations to try to make me few in numbers. Right, go ahead.
And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine that they may drink.
Yeah, so you make movies based on these things. When you watch the movie Amistad, they show you the giving a boy for no harlot and the sold girl for guns and wine. Right, go ahead.
Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coasts of Palestine? Will ye render me a recompense? And if ye recompense me, swiftly and speedily will I return your recompense upon your own head. Because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them far from their border.
Yeah. So they remove we, the Africans and them. You know, even the Arabs, all of them had part of oppressing
Yeah.
China and Israel.
Arabs.
Right? So they remove it far from our borders and they sold we unto who? The Grecians. Who was the Greeks? Who is the Grecians?
It's so-called white man.
The Edomites, the so-called white people. So the
Wicked.
Africans them had part in selling us to the so-called white man.
And the scripture says what the all the coast of Palestine, eh?
And all the coast of Palestine.
So all them little nations around about them, they had a part of it.
Yeah. You know? So they're gonna get a portion. All these nations that had hands in oppressing China and Israel, in oppressing the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, they're going to get dealt with. They're going to get dealt with. Right?
And is the Negroes, is the Israelites build up every kingdom, you know? This kingdom and all the Israelites build this.
Joseph built Egypt.
Yeah.
You know?
Is we build this. So in other words, all it will be it got all it to build our kingdom now.
Yeah.
Straight in our places.
Yeah, there's how it is.
This is Exodus chapter 11 verse 7. It said, but against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue against man or beast. So like he said, that they may know that the Lord Yahweh do put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel.
Yes, so the Lord put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel. Right? Although the same dark skin, but there's a difference. Same thing with the Chinese and the Japanese.
Have a
They
difference?
look alike, but there's different nations, different people. So we are not the same.
Not the same.
When you watch African, he built different.
Mm-hmm.
He different. Watch how it is. Watch when you watch African
And a cheek.
and you watch a Jake. Two complete different beings there. Right? But you know you saw TV boy when you put me in same blood you're gonna see but all are we same boy. Garbage.
All of a sudden. But
We
it
are not the
wasn't.
same.
But it wasn't saying that when it was telling our people that there's two. But is it a 2/5 of a man or something like that? Or they buy the bottom of the shoe that way always or some stupidness like that? 2/5 of a man. There's not real men.
Scripture say what so great nation had these laws and statutes and kept them by than like Israel boy. Lord separate me from them. And they will just get and majority of these rastas them today just get carried away with Ham, that is the black man. You know.
Because they learn that from the so-called white man. They
You know?
teach them that Ham, all dark nations is Ham. And that them come from Shem. Understand? So anytime they see Ham now, so that's why they just associate themselves with Ethiopia.
Yeah, they love to do that. They love to
Yeah.
associate themselves with Ethiopia and
Even-
Hamites and all them
Even
things.
this song Peter just get them carried away too. As long as he's a black man, he's an African.
Yeah, you can.
The East Indians, them black. They consider them as African. Them dark skin too. Them Persians and them dark skin.
Even Japanese and Chinese are like, it's only surely the light skinned ones.
Yeah, they hide away the dark Mohammeds and them.
Yeah.
They hide away them.
Them dark too.
You know, them dark, but they don't consider Africans. You know, but why you are to consider yourself as African? Right? You all are the children of the light. Right? But you all consider yourself as these spits. They say all is African American, all is Trinidadian, Jamaican, Haitian.
But they say that in the reggae music and thing, oh, Mama African, motherland is Africa. So where they learn that? The so-called white man. So where the heritage begin? Slavery, you understand? The heritage begin in being in West Africa and getting put on slave ships. That is where we story begin. In their eyes, so when they talk about motherland, that way they believe they come from Africa.
Yeah.
So they go associate themselves with Ham because Hamites is in majority of Hamites, you know, in Africa, so they go associate themselves with that and say, well, hey, we had to be the Hamites too.
Hey, and then, hey, them Africans know we're not the people. Only Jake's want to. Jake, bye.
Jake too friendly,
Jake
boy.
need licks, boy.
They just want friends and
You know why?
family. Jake love friends and family.
They would take all of American friends, precept.
Jake love calling everybody their family. They love calling everybody their friend.
If you check it out, the Africans and them, the Hamites and them that just come from Africa in America, they just have a separation between them and the Jakes are there. Not because, and they know that not because I dark skin and you dark skin means the same people.
Jake is the only face, the people on the face of the earth who really take racism as a bad thing, you know.
Yeah?
But in reality, racism is a good thing.
Stand up for your own people.
For stand up for when people come, when they look up the word, that's what it means. Stand up and having a devotee for your own people, your own kind. But Jakes want to do everything else with all the other nations and hate their kind.
Hey, I watched this movie, Sugar Hill. Sugar Hill with Wesley Snipes. You know, they wanted to do some kind of drug business, you know, with the Africans and them. When the Africans them come, they tell them to do deal with Agatha. So when this time ask them where's Agatha shit, they tell them about. He said cotton pickers. And Black American cotton pickers. So they know that all the children are the slaves. Right? Cotton pickers. Because they know all the Hebrews, all the Hebrew Israelites, they know all them different from them. So when he come around to say, you know, he's my black brother, them know we are not brothers. The Lord part different between them.
Yeah, watching the Animal Kingdom. A coalition of lions, right? Not gonna tell them next coalition, hey, all of these lions, boy, maybe share this piece of land here. If it not gonna work so, that coalition, them young male lions, will come and kill the rest and take that land. Not because all of them is lions mean is a oneness, it's a war amongst them too. So let's push in this thing and say, you know, all of these humans, same organs and the same blood and all that garbage. That don't mean all they're proving nothing by
Well,
saying
alright, well, we could be we could have flesh, you know. But like with the spirit partner, maybe what spirit we have and what spirit all they have. And they just see it. They can't hide the spirit, they can't hide
I
it.
say they doesn't understand when you tell them, you know, they understand really real meaning of, you know, racism, to be a racist.
That's what I say, yeah. They don't understand the real meaning.
They look at that as, you know,
hatred now, boy.
yeah, boy.
Bad.
You know, oh, we saw demonize that
Yeah.
word, you know. But nothing wrong if you favor your people than the rest. Everybody have a favorite in something, but I think children who are sports or something, you have a favorite in. But the Lord favorite are the children of Israel. Deuteronomy 32 verse 8.
When Esau said, when Esau do it, nobody have a problem. When the other nations do it and favor their people, they have no problem. But when as Jake started to do that, they started about racist. If you want to win over Jake, just say the word racist.
Yeah.
Just say the word racist. And
You going and look to defend the white man.
Understand?
You know, yeah, but you have the white man. But
By a perfect example, Trinidad and Tobago here in the Caribbean here, coming down to election time. That's the only time to tell the so-called niggas here to vote for the PNM, or PNM had to do it ball, the Indian and them don't like it. That's it.